Commander Zara Chen had studied every galactic map in existence, from the crude paper charts of early explorers to the holographic displays that now dominated the bridge of the Meridian. Each one told the same story: human space occupied a modest sphere roughly 200 light-years in diameter, surrounded by an infinite expanse of nothing. Not empty space, nothing. The map simply ended at the boundary, as if the universe itself had been cropped at humanity's doorstep. "Approaching the perimeter, Commander," announced Lieutenant Torres from the navigation station. The young officer's voice carried the same nervous tremor that affected every crew member who'd ever approached the edge of known space. "All systems nominal." Chen nodded, her fingers drumming against the armrest of her command chair. The Meridian was humanity's most advanced exploration vessel, equipped with quantum sensors that could detect stellar phenomena from parsecs away. Yet as they drew closer to the boundary, those same sensors began to register readings that defied explanation. "Distance to perimeter?" she asked. 17 minutes at current velocity, Torres replied. "Commander, I'm picking up some unusual energy signatures ahead." Dr. Sarah Voss, the ship's chief scientist, looked up from her console with barely contained excitement. "The quantum field fluctuations are off the charts. It's as if spacetime itself is folded here." Chen had volunteered for this mission precisely because she was tired of the unspoken taboo that surrounded the boundary. For 3 centuries, humanity had expanded outward from Earth, colonizing thousands of worlds, encountering dozens of alien species, building a thriving interstellar civilization. Yet no one, not the exploration guilds, not the scientific academies, not even the most adventurous pioneers, had ever seriously attempted to map what lay beyond human space. The alien species they'd encountered were equally evasive about the topic. The crystalline Zephyrians would change the subject with uncomfortable clicking sounds. The gaseous nebulae would simply phase shift away from any discussion of the boundary. Even the normally chatty Kepler dolphins would fall silent when asked about the edges of known space. "Commander," Torres's voice was tight with alarm. "I'm reading massive gravitational anomalies directly ahead. The stellar cartography it's impossible." Chen stood and walked to the main viewport. What she saw made her breath catch in her throat. Stars hung in the void ahead, but they weren't arranged in any natural pattern. They formed geometric shapes, perfect triangles, hexagons, and spirals that could only be artificial. Between them, space itself seemed to ripple like water, creating optical distortions that hurt to look at directly. "My God," whispered Dr. Voss. "Those aren't stars. They're markers. Boundary markers." "Set us to all stop," Chen ordered. "Full sensor sweep." As the Meridian came to a halt, the quantum sensors painted a picture that challenged every assumption about the nature of the universe. The boundary wasn't just a line on a map, it was a construct, a barrier built on a scale that dwarfed human comprehension. The stars were actually massive energy projectors, each one the size of a solar system, working in concert to maintain some kind of containment field. "Commander," Torres's voice was barely a whisper. "I'm detecting movement. Something big is approaching from the other side." On the view screen, a shadow began to take shape against the artificial constellation. It was enormous, larger than any ship humanity had ever conceived, its surface covered in what appeared to be script written in light itself. As it drew closer, Chen realized with growing horror that the writing was in every language humanity had ever developed, and some they had yet to discover. The message was simple, repeated in thousands of dialects: "The children are not yet ready. Return to your nursery. We will call when it is time." The shadow ship began to turn away, but not before Chen caught a glimpse of its hull. Etched into the alien metal were images, star charts, species profiles, and what looked like a countdown timer. Among the species profiles, she recognized the Zephyrians, the nebulae, the Kepler dolphins, and dozens of others. At the bottom of the list, marked with a symbol that pulsed with soft blue light, was humanity. As the Meridian began its long journey home, Chen understood why no one dared to ask what lay beyond the maps. Some questions had answers that the questioner wasn't ready to hear. The galaxy was vast, ancient, and carefully managed. And humanity, for all its achievements, was still learning to walk.